rocking with the greatest. I ain't even famous, but I know I'm better than your favorite. Got them in amazement when I put these letters on these pages. Like
Hip hop is real.
Hip hop is real.
Findubitably, Fendiana. We have many names here for Fendi, but you battled for the women's hardcore belt last night, against Shooney in a 1-rounder. That was really dope. Yep. You were given high praise, respectfully in defeat by a lot of people, especially after the battle. A lot of people were giving you. I think Surf even said something on the microphone like, "Listen, yes, Shooney won, but let's not forget about what Fendi just did." There was a lot of respect that was given to you, so I want to make sure that was given. But how do you, now that Midnight Madness is in the books, history, first of all, how do you feel about just being a part of it?
I feel great. A lot of people would have never even expected me to be picked for this, let alone do so well, even with me not bringing the belt home. So I don't even feel like I lost, really. I can't wait for the footage to drop. The whole event was dope. Overall, this was not an opportunity to take advantage of. And I showed that last night. You know what I'm saying? That was the best part, to even see people who have spoken highly about me, there, to see me really, really shine. It was dope. I was in my element.
Did you feel very comfortable going into this?
I did. At first I was a little nervous. And then after a while I was like, you know what? I'm not new to this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what kept me afloat. And the fact that, Shooney knows that I'm fucking fire too. Really
she wanted, that's the thing. I remember seeing a shout out to Let's Talk Battle Rap, but I see they put up a post about her naming you specifically as somebody that she would have wanted to battle. Yeah. And leading up to this card and the fact that
and
I
was able to. I think it was dope. I think she did pretty well. You know what I'm saying? So for me to even get called out by somebody like that was pretty dope too. Cause I didn't even know, all that shit was just mad random. When I got the news that I would be battling her, I thought it was dope. So,
now going into specifically your battle, how did you feel kind of afterwards after the decisions?
I felt like I didn't lose. Even if the judges voted her to be the winner or whatever, I really didn't feel like I lost at all. And the footage is gonna show that. I can't stress that enough.
Did you? I mean, she was. I mean, to your counterpart, she was definitely, having some of the big moments in the battle, but also again, there was no wash here. I don't think it wasn't as clear as I think the judges may have put it, but all of that aside, this isn't I don't see this. I mean, of course, it's technically, of course, with the way it's going to be looked, is that it's technically a loss against you.
I didn't lose,
but
bro.
Right, it's and if you believe that, I mean, please talk your shit.
Nah, I did not lose, bro. I did not lose. I mean, her little name flips was cute and shit, but she really would I don't know. I realized that the crowd really don't like intricacy. And niggas give the writers the hardest time ever, And for me to even hear from other writers, you kind of got the same issue Blase Blah had, so on and so forth. So I feel like I'm in my own right, my own winner, bro. So nobody's gonna stop that. So
I mean, how much time did y'all have to prepare for this one?
A week and some change.
Okay. So this was kind of, you would say that this was kind of last minute, just a little bit.
Yeah, but I also beat the odds. A lot of people would have suspected for me to be the one to really have the loss pronounced, even within my performance. Me not looking ready, me not being fully prepared. Nobody said any of those things last night. Right. So that just goes to show.
That's what I'm saying. You definitely got a lot of praise from even
judges,
a
lot of people
who still gave it, who may have gave it to Shooney, but still was able to give you your props. At the end of the day.
That's a fact.
What did you think of the element? Did you feel something different? Did this feel like any type of as far as this is Midnight Madness. This is not URL. This is a RBE.
It's definitely a different vibe. And how would I say it? It gives you the small room feel without the main stage backing, since you said it's not URL or anything, it still gives you that like that presence that it's like really, really like an intimate setting and niggas can really kind of be attentive.
I feel like they it was a very like for the battlers by the battlers kind of thing.
Yeah,
it was
definitely.
The middleman of a league and all.
Right, and the matchups
planning.
that were happening weren't something that you would see from a league.
Yes, like, well, it's crazy that, you know, like, there was no, I mean, of course, Big T being, you know, the biggest vet on the card, like, that was, you know what I'm saying? Like, not a lot of people would say, like, this, I mean, of course, these guys are stars in their own right, but it's not, didn't have crazy household name, you know, star power, but it delivered like it did, and it was the hype that was built around it made it seem like this was like we were a part of something special.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I was talking to
this is something special because I could imagine what the next card is gonna look like. Like to even see people like J2 finally get their props too last night. None. You know what I'm saying? And even the return of Big T.
The people. I mean, of course, the people who you know, who were defeated last night didn't necessarily take a crazy, you know,
right.
L.
Like nobody really lost yesterday. To be honest, like there was really no clear like, oh nah, this nigga is getting bodied. You know what I'm saying? It's just that at the end of the day, somebody just has to.
Yes,
lose,
that's what it is. No,
saying?
and that's exactly what it is. But there were a lot of dope moments. I mean, Snake Eyes had, you know, one of the dopest performances consistently, like 3 rounds, like all last, you know, Truffaut and Drugs was highly debatable. Like people were like, it came down to one judge. It came down to Don Q, as a matter of fact. So like the what did you think of, like, I mean, I know I saw you, you know, basically for the rest of the card. What were like some of your other favorite moments of the night?
Trying to remember. Okay, so the Drugs and Truffaut, that was fire. Drugs coming out with the Black Forces,
crazy,
and just going crazy. Truffaut, even like while he's putting on his other, I think it was his Yeezys when he took the Black Forces off, he's rapping to the nigga like, you know, that was like dope.
In
like,
the first round,
Truffaut really shined because niggas really thought that he wasn't going to really do well either, and this nigga not only had 3 rounds, but he had 3 rounds and was rapping.
And won.
And won.
Technically won. He is the War Dog champion.
No, that's a fact.
He's a War Dog champion. Now, I gave praise to Sue Surf and Bill and Jack for, you know, basically putting this all together, but also creating like not just one, but for 2 opportunities for the women to actually, like, you know, get that kind of shine and the recognition for having 2 belts. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, how does it feel to be part of like something like that, of like you were at like kind of like one of the rare championship matches in battle rap, like you were, you know what I'm saying, like you were involved in that. So like
I feel good. I really don't have anything bad to say, honestly.
Was there definitely plans with the belt? You know what I'm saying? If it had went the other way,
I mean, I wouldn't have like been any different if I had the belt, to be honest. I would still be trying to figure out who I want to battle afterwards. And even now, I still am thinking that too.
I mean, I honestly think that they'll definitely be back in that setting. So
I am.
With that being said, okay. With that being said, who is somebody that you would want to see back in the Midnight Madness setting?
At this point, it don't even matter because now I want to experiment outside of my pen, like.
Okay.
Because that's one thing that I feel like never really was an issue. It's always been some other factors or intangibles, and I want to start like experimenting with those things and seeing what I could really do. I want to get out of my comfort zone. Okay. In a sense.
Okay. Like I got kind of see what you can. I mean, you're already established as a pen.
Yeah, like I'm moving around. I'm projecting my voice, which was something that was a big issue at one point. Now I'm doing that, and now I'm realizing there's even a lot more to those things that I should do too.
Were there people who after the battle like kind of came up to you and gave you like I wouldn't say
many
constructive? I think that's a good. I think that's a good thing.
And I feel like that's the reason why I feel like I didn't lose. Like if niggas just sit there and say, "Yo, you said this, then the third, that was fire. You said," and they can only mention one bar she said. It's like, okay, like I'll just patiently wait until the footage drops.
Okay, so you definitely still want all the Midnight Madness smoke moving forward.
Oh, definitely. Like Surf told me, I'm as many times as I want to return, I can come back.
Oh man, that's wonderful, because like, you know, there was like the concepts like is crazy with the belts, the teams, the money on the floor. Like people was like, yo, like if you have like throw $1 in, you know what I'm saying? Like bringing back, like I felt like every like battle rap was at its kind of like, I wouldn't say just like its rawest like form basically. There wasn't a lot of pomp and circumstance. There wasn't a lot of lights and crazy trailers and you know what I'm saying, big you know, Don DeMar. It was all right, who's better? Put the belts on the floor, money's on the floor. What are we doing? So, and I feel like, you know, I feel like the fact that they were able to capture that essence and bring it back, but in a more modern feel, it made it still feel like, yo, this is a battle rap.
You still had elements of like, you know, the small room, even with like all the big time people being around, the judges. We're used to usually seeing like 4 to 5. We had 7, you know, so there's a lot of things, and then there's so many eyes on us where it's like anything is possible at this point. And like, now that a lot of like stars that been kind of under the radar are getting shine, like now nobody will be in a sense stifled. It's a really great opportunity, and shout outs to Bill Collector, Surf, and Jack for this opportunity, like, cause niggas was really sleeping on this, and the fact that this was the first event, oh my bad, top of the year.
Shout out to
top of the year, like it was a great success. Like they left very happy. And I'm very glad I was.
That's what I'm saying. Even this, and what's crazy is like this didn't feel like any normal battle rap event. Like everybody was chilling all, like just chilling, relaxing. And there was
no like bad animosity, nothing. Everybody was a vibe. It was so dope. So dope.
So of course Fendi will definitely be back on Midnight Madness.
That's a factoid. Y'all not getting rid of me.
So that's crazy. And she was a part of history. So that's 2 things necessarily you cannot take away from Fendi. Fendi, we appreciate your time. Anything else that you got going on right now?
No, not at the moment. But you know, anything is subject to change.
She still wants all the smoke, is what she's saying.
That ass.
See, there you go. Hip hop is real. We got you.
Conjuring the spirit of a warrior heart to get at me. If you come in peace and it's reciprocated. But if you plotting and faking, I can see through the changes. From friends to strangers, it's strange how your friends are changing. I was too trustworthy, that's really dangerous. We all got rules and laws we abide by. I respect yours.